moving on to the white and yellow belt blocks, we're first going to start off with our high block. So hands just starting on your belt, and you're going to take one side and it's going to travel straight down the middle of your body. So we're going up kind of slightly at an angle, and then at the very last second it's going to end just your fist on the opposite side. Your wrist is like in a straight line with the middle of your body. And again, just like our hand techniques, it is going to rotate and flip and push away at the last second. Same thing if I did the other side, it's going to travel, boom, and flip at that last second. And a couple things to look for is when we're doing this technique, a lot of people like to bend this wrist and pull it back, or they push it forward. So with my arm, I want to see a nice flat surface. Things that parents can do is draw a little with dry erase markers, lines on that from the top two knuckles down to their arm, and you'll see that break whenever they do that. So if they bend, you'll see that line kind of breaking and then not staying flat. Just to work on that high block and try to keep it straight. Another thing is you can just put a piece of paper there or a board or anything like that to make sure that it's staying straight. Our next block is going to be our low block. So we're going to hug ourselves. So we're going to take that first hand and it's going to close and make a fist and go to the opposite ear. Taking the other hand and bringing it underneath and hugging ourselves. Now, right now, both of my fists are turned in, and at the last second, we're going to keep them like that, but we're going to flip. You can do this in a front stance, you can do it in a back stance, any stance really. But right now, I'm just going to do it out of a front stance. And it's going to come down, and this palm is going to stay up, and this one's going to stay in. And then at the last second, this one's going to rotate and land on my belt. This one's going to rotate and face down towards the floor. So when I'm going to do my low block, I flip right at the last second. Now, I do want to go slightly past my leg. I don't want to stop right in front of my leg because whatever I'm blocking could still hit me. So I'm misdirecting it just slightly past my body. Again, with the other hand, taking that low block, bringing it in, and we're going down, and then the last second, flip. Practice those slow, and then work on some speed. Next up is our middle block. We have two middle blocks that we're going to work on. One is with hugging ourselves, just like before, but we're going to flip and rotate our hand out. So it's going to start in, and then at the last second, rotate and flip out. So with any block, what you can do is take it where it ends and just flip and then hug yourself. And that's how you start. Boom. Unless if it's like a high block, but still I take it just like how it ended, flip it in and bring it back, and this is how it would start. I just don't hug on a high block. So again, now I'm going to go with the other hand, the opposite hand, bringing it in, it comes out and flips right at the last second, doing a middle block. The other middle block actually starts on my ear, and it's going to start outside of my body. This one started across and came across and went outside. This one's going to start outside and go inwards. So take that hand, make a fist again. I'm going to put it right on my ear. The other hand can point if you would like. And usually with our blocking techniques, both hands do something. So this hand is going to rotate back and flip when it gets to my belt. This hand is going to come across and flip, and it's just going to end just on the other side of my head. Just remember, if something's coming right at my face, I don't want to stop right where the attack is coming because then it'll still hit me in the face. I want to move it out of the way so it goes right to the side of my head and it doesn't touch me at all. So again, going nice and slow, coming forward, flip. Same thing the other side, coming forward, flip. Both hands rotate right at the last second. Our last block for our white and yellow belts are going to be our twin low block. So we're going to take those hands and we're going to cross them. Both hands are facing towards me. So I have the palm of my hands facing towards me. I just close my fist and we're going to go down, and then at the last second, flip it. Now, it also depends on which hand is in front, and that's determined by which leg is in front. Since like in our form, we do a twin low block with our right leg moving forward, our right hand is going to be in front. So just like out of that low block, we come up and we're turning twin low block. That means that right hand is in front when I do that twin low block. If I was doing maybe the opposite side and I had a low block on this side and my left leg is going to move, my left hand is going to be in front for that twin low block. And that concludes our blocking section.